This crazy Tri-Valley sellers market has actually jumped up a notch. In this video, I'm going to discuss how buyers are aggressively competing against each other and how you still can get your offer accepted in this wacky market. It's all coming up. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Warren Oberholser. I'm a local realtor in the East Bay Tri-Valley area in Northern California. My channel's all about helping both buyers and sellers get maximum results for one of their biggest investments, their home. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. I post new content regularly. And if this is your first time here, don't worry about taking any notes. You'll find all the information will be found in a blog I've created just for this video. You'll find a link for it in the show notes below, so just sit back and enjoy. When I posted my Tri-Valley market update video a month ago, I discussed how the increase in interest rates could possibly cool the market down. It seems to have done the opposite. Sellers are still receiving multiple offers, which most are well over the asking price. The big change is in the terms and price. To be competitive, buyers are releasing all three contingencies up front, which is the investigation, appraisal, and loan. Regarding purchase price, it went from 10 to 20% over asking to 30 to 40% over asking. Wow, this is new territory. So why such an increase? Well, let's just look at the facts. Number one, inventory. We are still at record low inventory. Number two, interest rates. Yes, interest rates did go up last month, but historically, if you subtract the middle of 2020, we're still at historic lows. Three, the pandemic. Many tech companies still allow employees to work from home. In Northern California, the two main tech areas are Silicon Valley and San Francisco. These areas are typically more expensive than the Tri-Valley area. Also, San Francisco is a dense populated area, which may be less appealing to buyers who prefer the suburbs. And number four, no new housing. Yes, new construction has been up for the last couple of years, but if you go back to 2014, we are way behind. So it may make sense to these buyers to purchase in the Tri-Valley area, even if they're paying 30 to 40% over asking. So how can a buyer successfully compete in this aggressive seller's market? Well, it starts with research and then you develop your strategy. The best way to enter a housing market that's experiencing multiple offers is to do your research and develop a clear strategy to purchase your home. When a buyer chooses a home to put an offer on, the buyer's agent needs to perform their due diligence. This way, they can best advise their client on the price or price range the buyer's purchase contract will need to be in order to be competitive with the other offers. They will also need to advise on terms for the contract. What are terms? The main terms in a buyer's purchase agreement are time or length of the contract. In other words, how many days does the buyer need to close or purchase the home? 2, how is the buyer going to purchase the home? Will it be cash or finance? And number 3, buyer contingency periods. The three main buyer contingencies are investigation, appraisal, and loan. For California contract, investigation and appraisal is 17 days and loan is 21 days. So the buyer's agent needs to discuss with their client a strategy on how they can structure their offer so it's competitive. How does a buyer's agent get this information? It starts with studying the comps. By reviewing the comps, an experienced agent should be able to understand how the market is performing. Real estate comps have three components: active, pending, and sold. Only the sold comps reflect the date the property closed, the actual purchase price, and how was the property purchased. Was it cash or financed? Pending comps show how long the property is on the market before going pending, and providing the listing agent notes this, how many offers were received. Active comps reflect two things. 1, it's available still, and 2, how many days it's on the market. This information is helpful. However, in this aggressive seller's market, the buyer's agent has to go deeper. They have to reach out to the listing agent personally to have a discussion. I always recommend calling the listing agent instead of sending a text or email. Here's some typical questions the buyer agent should ask. 1, have you received any offers? 2, if so, are they cash or financed? And 3, what is the seller looking for? Is it rent back, an all cash offer? Do they want the property to be accepted in its as-is condition? It's been my experience that with just a phone call to the listing agent and asking them, hey, how many offers have you had or received any? They'll just volunteer all this information up front. In this conversation, the listing agent may elaborate on issues the home has, such as a problem with the roof, drainage issues, or a crack in the pool. They may also have a seller's disclosure package that includes the seller's TDS and SBQ and any inspection reports. So the listing agent will be advising the buyer's agent to make sure they review this information with their buyer before they write their offer. Providing the buyer's agent was able to get some helpful information from the listing agent, they will then structure their offer accordingly so they'll be aggressive and hopefully win the bid on the house. In this aggressive seller's market, the seller may choose to counter enter just the top 3 or 4 offers for the best price and terms. If this happens, hopefully you're included, and this way you still have a chance at getting the home. Let's say you're preparing a financed offer. You should have a discussion with your real estate agent and loan agent on how much you're willing to pay and how will you address the investigation, appraisal, and loan contingency. Are you willing to shorten the timelines or release some of them or all of them up front? If you do choose to release all your contingencies up front, you need to understand your earnest money deposit, which is usually 3% of the purchase price, is now unsecured. This means if you choose to cancel the contract, your deposit is forfeited to the seller. The contract is a legal document. If you need clarity on this, it's always best to consult with an attorney first. Think of it this way. You're going to pay thousands for a home. You might want to spend a few hundred on legal advice so you can be best prepared. One last point on buyer agent due diligence. When speaking to the listing agent, you're going to find that not every property is going to get 15 offers. For that reason, the listing agent may be forthright on what it will take to just get that offer accepted. I hope this video helps you better understand this aggressive seller's market we're going through. And with understanding what you can do by reaching out to the listing agent and developing a strategy will help you get your offer accepted. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, post any questions or comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. I post new content like this regularly. If you found this video helpful, you may want to watch this other one I have on how to get your offer accepted in the Tri-Valley area and what to expect from a home inspection. So stay tuned. I have more helpful videos like this coming soon. Please reach out to me for any of your real estate questions or needs, and I wish you all the best on your home journey.